How's it going, everybody? Dylan Johnson here, and welcome to another workout of the day. We're up to number 16, I believe. So today is going to be a superset based biceps, triceps, and core workout. So we're going to be starting off with a close grip Smith machine bench for 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Now, the reason we're doing Smith machine as opposed to just a standard barbell close grip bench is so that we can really focus on isolating our triceps and eliminating our shoulders and our chest from the movement as much as possible. So a Smith machine just really helps you focus on the form and target your triceps. Now, big thing with this, as you can see, it's the bar position and our arm position. So my triceps and my elbows are tucked in pretty far. That's where that close grip comes into play. I'm keeping my elbows under my palms and my forearms vertical through the entire range of motion. And I'm bringing the bar down to about the very bottom of my chest or the very top of my rib cage. From there, pause for a second on your chest, touch your chest, make sure you do that, full range of motion, squeeze on the way up, lock out, and then repeat. Now, once you finish with your first set there, you're gonna jump straight into an easy bar curl, and we're gonna be doing 21s. Now, if you haven't heard of 21s before, basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna do 7 partial reps, and with this, we're gonna start at the bottom portion of the movement, so only gonna go up about halfway. Then you're gonna do 7 reps coming from the halfway point of the movement all the way up, and then you're gonna finish with 7 full reps. So a total of 21 reps, and that's why they call them 21s. Guarantee you by the time you finish that last one, you're gonna be burning. It's a great pump exercise, a great way to start the workout and get some blood flowing. Now, once we finish with those, we're gonna jump into another superset between seated overhead extensions and then a dumbbell seated curl. So for this, same thing, 4 sets, 12 to 15 reps on the extensions. And a big key to this, you'll see here in just a second, is gonna be our range of motion. The elbow position doesn't necessarily matter. Try to keep it as tight as you comfortably can, but I know a lot of people that have some elbow pain if they try to keep it too tight in this movement. So really focus on just performing it however is comfortable to you, but allow it to come all the way down, breaking parallel, so you get a nice stretch in that tricep. Again, we'll take another look at that in just a second. But after you finish the overhead extension, you're gonna jump straight into some single arm dumbbell curls. Now, the big thing about this is you wanna focus on one arm at a time. That's gonna give you constant tension and prevent you, basically just not allow you to rest. When you're going alternating one arm to the next, what happens is you give your other arm that you're not working every time you alternate a couple seconds or a second to rest. Now, this is okay, but personally I prefer to keep maximal time under tension, especially for biceps, because that's how you're going to make them grow a little bit better, and just really focus on squeezing at the top, full stretch at the bottom, and don't worry about swinging. Don't swing. So here you go, we see the overhead extension again, and this is what I was talking about. I'm breaking parallel at the bottom, and something else that I'm doing, which maybe you guys can see here, is that little pop at the top. Pop right there. What I'm doing is I'm focusing on squeezing my triceps just that little bit extra at the top of the range of motion. So rather than just coming up, stop, back down, I'm going all the way up, squeeze a little bit harder. That's where you get that little bit of a pop. Contract those triceps and then lower. So a little bit more of an advanced move there. If you guys haven't tried it before, give it a try. And again, right back into some single arm dumbbell curls. So you can see here, single arm, constant tension on that one arm. I'm not alternating, and I'm really focusing on keeping my upper arm, my bicep, tricep, as vertical as possible. I'm not allowing my elbow to swing forward all that much. A little bit's okay, just to make sure that you're able to get that dumbbell up comfortably, but avoid swinging and rocking. So once we finish that, we're gonna go into another superset, surprise, surprise, and we're gonna be doing cable press downs with a cable skull crusher press down. So as you saw, I threw on my fat grips. Reason for that is I just prefer the way they feel when I'm doing this as opposed to the press down bars that we have. They're a little bit skinny, and I feel like my hands, I can't really get a good grip on them, so I throw my fat grips on. But with this one, really focus on squeezing at the bottom. Again, full range of motion, let it come all the way up, nice stretch, and then squeeze. And after you finish that, you're gonna jump straight into the cable skull crusher press downs. Blech. Say that 5 times fast. But you see here how I'm performing them. I basically just take a step back, lean forward a bit more, and it's the same movement as a skull crusher. Didn't change the weight or anything, and we're just doing 12 to 15 reps on each of those exercises without resting between them. 3 total sets of that. Once we finish that, we're gonna move into a dumbbell isolation curl. It's the first exercise that we're doing that isn't superset with anything. So with this, one of the big keys and one of the biggest things form-wise for this is where you position your elbow. You want to make sure that your upper arm, your forearm, your bicep and your tricep are staying vertical. And with that, I tend to like to position my elbow kind of right in the crook of my knee, kind of right at that teardrop portion of my quad, and that allows me to really lean over my arm, keep it as straight as possible, and isolate that bicep. So you can see a little bit better angle here. That upper arm is staying vertical through the entire range of motion. Focus on that squeeze. We're gonna aim for around 8 to 10 reps. And then once you start to fail, once you can't get it all the way up through that entire range of motion, you're gonna force out 2 to 4 more. So you see here, I grab the dumbbell, squeeze it up that last little bit, control the weight down, don't just let it fall, and I'm gonna force out a few extra reps just to, again, encourage hypertrophy, push past failure, and just continue to progress. Once we finish that, we're gonna jump into a superset between incline skull crushers. So I've got the bench on a very low incline. I think it's on the 1st or 2nd notch, but not flat. And we're gonna be doing around 12 to 15 reps. On this one, really focus on keeping your elbows in as tight as you can. Again, same thing with our overhead extensions before, as tight as you comfortably can. If you can't keep them in super tight without getting a little bit of pain, don't worry about it. Just go wherever you can comfortably do it. And again, just really focus on that range of motion. All the way down, all the way up. Squeeze. If you have to, you can take a rest for there, like you just saw me do. Couple seconds, catch your breath, and then pump out the rest of the reps. Just keep going, hit around 12 to 15 reps if you can. And the whole point of this is to just burn out those triceps. This is the last move we're gonna be doing for triceps, so finish them strong. Now, once you finish that, we're gonna jump straight into some single arm hammer curls. So this is gonna hit the long head of the bicep, and it's also gonna bring in some of our forearm brachius. So for this, you can see again, single arm, one arm at a time. That gets constant tension on that muscle as opposed to doing it alternating. This is just personal preference. I prefer that constant tension. I can feel the muscle work better, it gives me a stronger pump, but do whatever you prefer. If you prefer alternate, allows you to go a little bit heavier. I'm not too worried about the weight. I'm more focused on the contraction of the muscle and the pump. So 8 to 10 reps, really focus on that squeeze. And something else that you can do here is if you know that you have a lagging muscle group or a lagging side specifically, so like for me, my left side is a little weaker and smaller than my right side, what I tend to do is I'll do maybe 1 or 2 extra reps every single set on that smaller side. And that's just gonna, again, push that side a little bit more to help try and bring up that lagging muscle group. Now, once we finish that, we're gonna just hit a quick core circuit. Nothing too crazy. I haven't done core in probably months consistently, if at all. So nothing very crazy at all. Just 3 circuits of a decline crunch. No weight at all, just focus on your breathing. Exhale as you're coming up. That's gonna really allow you to tighten that core, and then nice and slow, control it down, let your core stretch back out. Supersetting that, or well, not supersetting, but then you're gonna move into an oblique Smith machine crunch. You can also do this just holding a plate. I figured I'd just give this a try since the Smith machine was right there. Really focus on squeezing that opposite side of the weight that you're holding. So for this one, again, 10 reps on each side, not just 10 reps together. You're gonna do 10 reps on your left side, switch, turn around, 10 reps on your right side. Really focus again on your breathing. One big key to all core movements is your breathing. Anytime you're contracting that core, exhale. What that's gonna do, you can even try it right now when sitting down. Just try breathe out, see what happens to your core, feel how it slowly tightens and contracts. That's gonna give you a better contraction overall anytime you're doing a core movement. Again, it's just those little things that help you increase the effectiveness of each movement and of your workout overall. So, fun little bonus tip for you guys there. And then once we finish that, we're gonna jump straight into planks. Everybody's favorite. I use my phone, throw it down, set a timer, and we're gonna go for around 30 to 60 seconds. Once we finish that, we're going to again repeat everything and just go for another 2 total circuits, or 2 circuits. So 3 circuits total. So, as always, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more videos like this all the time, coming at you every day. And if you guys enjoyed the video, go check out some more of my workouts of the day. I've got them going up just about every single day. Currently, I am on a 4 days on, 1 day off split, so you should be having around 5 or 6 workouts coming up every single week. So pretty much, if you guys need a workout, go check out that playlist. I'll have it linked here at the end of the video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.